I absolutely love this story, Jamie. It's
superb.
Just put into context how historic this is.
Yeah, it's a fabulous story, as you say. They're currently ranked, as you said, 210th in the world, very last in the entire world by FIFA. They have lost 199 of the 211 games they've ever played. But in this Nations League Group D campaign, September's win over Liechtenstein was their first competitive win, their first win in any game for 20 years. Last night, as you said, their first away win, the first time they'd scored multiple goals in a competitive game, the first time in any match they'd scored 3 goals, and the first time they've won after going behind as well. So to win this group, to win Group D, they've won 2 of their 4 group games. Before that, they had 1 win in 34 years. And some people watching may well be aware of the viral Twitter account as well that celebrates every San Marino win, or the very rare San Marino win. So fantastic story. And it might be about to get a bit better, Bella.
Yeah, because something that's not on this list is that the fact that they could now qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah. So, in short, they're potentially just 2 games away from being in USA, Mexico and Canada. The World Cup qualifying draw is in December. San Marino will be in the bottom pot 5, so it's unlikely, obviously, that they'll qualify through the groups with some of Europe's biggest nations. But there is another way, so I hope you're paying attention. I hope you've had your morning coffee, because this gets very complicated, very convoluted. The Expanded World Cup means that 16 teams from Europe qualify. The qualifiers see 12 groups of either 4 or 5 teams. Obviously, the winner of each group goes straight into the World Cup. The 12 runners-up go into the playoffs, along with the 4 highest-ranked Nations League group winners who didn't finish first or second in their World Cup qualifying groups. And that could include San Marino. And in that scenario, they'd face a 1-legged semi-final, then a 1-legged final, with the winners of those games taking the final 4 spots at the World Cup. So the next question is, how likely is it that it will be one of those 4 group winners to enter the playoffs? Well, likely as things stand, because this is currently, as things stand, the group winners in the Nations League. I think we're going to see it as if by magic any second now. Obviously, some of this is still subject to change, because there are some games still to be played tonight.
Okay.
But we know the likes of Spain have won their group. England obviously have won their group. So these are currently the 14, I should say, group winners. San Marino, as you can see, one of them. You can see what pot they're going to be in come the World Cup draw. So Spain, Portugal, Germany, France, England, all in pot 1. You've got the likes of Norway, Turkey in pot 2, Romania and Sweden in pot 2 as well. So if it plays out as expected, those teams would all be in the top 2 positions of their qualifying groups. Some would go straight to the World Cup, some would go into these playoffs. The next 4, though, would face a semi-final and a final, potentially get to the World Cup. So as things stand, if it was all to play out as expected, San Marino would have a semi-final, 1-legged semi-final, and if they win that, then a 1-legged final to get to the World Cup. But look, they're going to face some big teams in those semi-finals and final. But you never know.
You never know.
10 men behind the ball, dig in for a goalless draw, win on penalties. We could see San Marino at USA, Mexico and Canada.
That would be amazing.
That be something else?
Oh, it would.